Thursday. It's Thursday. I hope that you've had a great morning so far. I know that there is a lot going on today, and I'm sure there's even more for each of us individually and personally. I hope that you're finding the little joys of your day and taking a moment to really step back, get into your breath, get into your body, and that's what we're going to do in this practice. We're going to be focusing on a Backbend Prep today. So I call it a prep class because we won't necessarily get deep into our backbend practice. I do encourage you to work on your backbend practice for 15 minutes directly after this, and that's why this class today is only 45 minutes, because I want to give you at least a little bit of time before an hour marker hits. That's when people usually move on to the next thing in their life. So take the time after this class. We will do backbends throughout class, but we won't necessarily go into our deepest expressions. I want to talk just a little bit about the mechanics of a backbend prep class. If you think about taking a bottle cap off of something, or just unscrewing something, you're doing both a side to side motion, but you're also going up, and there's always equal but opposite energy coming down too. We don't necessarily think about that when we lift something up, but we're working against something, gravity. So in our backbend prep, we're going to be doing a bit of twisting to get that side to side motion, a little bit of kind of lubrication into the vertebrae, or the space between the vertebrae. And then we also want to go into the up-down motion. And now we find that in a couple of different ways. We find that by standing into our legs, grounding into our legs. Having strong legs will give you better feeling backbends for sure. The other thing that we also want to think about a lot is into our core. And our core is going to be that foundation, that stability in the center of our body. And so that's where we keep equilibrium of effort and ease. That's also where we can start to keep equilibrium of, as we bend back, we're not dumping down, but we're lifting up just as much as we're going back. So there are a lot of things to think about. We're gonna unfold them in a few different ways. First, come to all fours, facing to the top of your mat. Buddy, you might need to move. Thanks, Mark. Press down into your knees, your hands, draw your navel in, and already start to contract the front of your body, your deepest layer of your core in, and then squeeze your inner thighs together slightly. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Now inhale, just drop your shoulder blades together, but keep the center of your body tight. Exhale, press the ground away from your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, shoulder blades wrap together, melt together, navel in. Exhale, press the ground away from you, shoulder blades apart. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Exhale, shoulder blades apart. So it's like you're doing only the upper back portion of cat-cow, but you're keeping your core really tight. Now focus into your core now that you have the motion into your shoulder blades, but keep moving. Inhale, down. Exhale, press. Close your eyes if you need to, so that way you can truly connect with your core. Draw your navel in. Close your front ribs together and then wrap them down towards your navel. At the same time, there's a drawing up sensation underneath your belly button. It's not so far up that you do a tilt in, but it's up just enough to create a nice flat spine. Good, now inhale, drop your shoulder blades together. Exhale, press the ground away from you. Keep your core that tight, but inhale, drop your belly, contract every muscle along your spine. Exhale, press the ground away from you. Navel in even more, even more, even more. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly, but keep your core tight. Exhale, cat pose, press the ground away from you. 2 more times. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Any organic movement here that you want to add in, you can jump rope your spine all around. You can stay in one side that feels particularly sticky. Make sure you're going in both directions. If you've been going in the same direction, go back the other way. One more round. Come back to neutral. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees as much or as little as you like, whatever is comfortable for your body today. I'm realizing in this moment that my calves are really tight, so I'm actually going to keep my knees bent for a little bit longer so that way I get a nice release into my calves. Press it down into your arms, wrap your shoulders away from your ears, knit your front ribs together just like you did in all fours. Draw your navel in. Now, rather than rounding your sit bones down, lift your sit bones up to the ceiling, press into your legs, maybe straighten your knees 2 inches. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, just step your right foot forward, low lunge. Left hand down, right arm open, low lunge twist. Press down into your left arm, open up through your chest. Wrap your shoulder blades together, just moving some hair. Wrap your right sit bone back towards your left inner thigh. Now get really strong into your legs. One more breath in here. Exhale, right hand down, high lunge. Press into your legs, rise up, reach up overhead. Press your back heel forward so that way it goes even past your left toes. And then if you can, if you need to, lengthen your stance so that way your body asks you to sit a little bit deeper. That same sensation into your core and your front body, wrap your front ribs in, draw your navel up and in, and then curl your right heel toward your right sit bone to sit deeper into your front knee. Press the back of your left thigh up to the ceiling. Now either close your palms in front of you or behind your head depending on your shoulder mobility here. Inhale, lift up, go back. Inhale, lift up, go back. Inhale, lift up, go back. See the ceiling, gaze up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your hands, right foot back to meet your left. Inhale here. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge twist, right hand down, left arm open to the ceiling. Notice if your hips go with your twist with you, press down into your feet, draw your outer right hip slightly up as you draw your left hip down and back toward your right heel. But keep the twist through your torso, open your chest up to the ceiling. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand down, high lunge. Press off of your left toes again, your right toes, rise up. Press down into your left heel, sit deep into your left knee. Just as much as you press off of your right toes, there's an equal but opposite energy sending your right thigh up and slightly back so that way you can sit lower. Now again, close your palms either in front of your chest. If your shoulders only go this high, work within that range. If your arms go behind your head, nice and open, lift up, go back, lift up, go back, lift up, go back. Press your head into your arms if they're behind you. One more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank this time. Exhale, chaturanga, knees up or down. Cobra, upward facing dog, shoulder blades back. And exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Walk your feet in just one effort. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Now walk your hands back, just one effort. And we're going to take a few rounds of donkey kicks. When you're going into your donkey kicks, you want to press down into your arms nice and strong. Squeeze your inner thighs really tight. Draw your navel in so that way you can support your back body and your stability. This is all the same actions that you need in a back bend. Legs are strong, squeeze together, press into your legs just enough. Lift your hips back down. Keep your thighs close to your ribs. So it's an opposite shape, but it's giving your body and your mind the same actions and the same reminders. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land your feet forward, forward fold. Inhale, long spine, lengthen halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Press into your feet, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, fold right back down to your mountain. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, long spine lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, hips press back, downward facing dog. One breath in. Stay for your breath out. Step your feet together, lift your right leg high on your inhale. And bend your knees, stack it open. Open up the front of your body, wrap your right shoulder blade down. So this is a twist here. Imagine that the side of the room from you is the front and you're twisting your torso over. Then press into your left heel, lift your right knee, and draw your navel in, just like you did drawing your low belly in to activate the deepest layer of your core. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale, knee to your third eye. Round your back body, navel in even more. Inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, twist left armpit, cross your body. Good. Inhale, lift high. 2 more times to the left, cross. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift up last time. Exhale, step through, high lunge. Press off your back toes, rise up. This time you're gonna cross one palm behind the other, or one arm, one wrist, and then your palms touch. Make a conscious note of which arm is in front. I'm doing right arm in front because it's my right side. And now press your palms up to the ceiling. If it's comfortable for your shoulders, more than welcome. I'm gonna keep mine forward on this one. Wrap your shoulders slightly away from your ears, sit down into your front leg, and then press off of your back toes to give you strength and stability to lift up and back, up and back, up and back. Inhale, come back up. Woo. Exhale, warrior 2, open up. Reverse your warrior, reach up and back, reach long. Extended side angle, right forearm to your right thigh, left arm up and over. Make a nice long line today from your left pinky finger down to your left pinky toe. Sit deep into your front knee and then turn your chest open. Wrap your sit bones down underneath you, your left sit bone especially, back towards your left heel. Sit deeper into your front leg, feel that stretch, open your heart. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand down, low lunge, back knee down, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist left arm past your right thigh. Lengthen your spine. So we round in to get the hook. That's what most people do. But then we want to pull our heart forward, our spine long, because if we're trying to twist something that's bent, it's going to be harder to turn. Now, if we make something straight and turn it from there, much easier. Inhale. And exhale, twist, twist, twist. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, tripod downward facing dog. Right leg up and over. Go to where you left off. So you had your navel drawing in, core tight, shoulders square. Lift your left heel, gently flip your dog, or wild thing. You keep your left leg straight for wild thing. You're trying to turn your chest all the way, or plant your right hand down for an extra challenge. Bend your left knee, plant your feet, inhale, lift higher. Exhale, vinyasa or no vinyasa, you choose. We meet in downward facing dog. Remember your breath. Inhale. Exhale, step your feet together. Inhale, lift your left leg high to the sky. And bend your knees, stack it open. Move your hips open to the left as much as they'll go. Even up, open up your left shoulder if you need to. And then from there, square your shoulders by drawing your navel in. From there, wrap your low belly in and lift your left knee higher. Exhale, knee to your third eye. Inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, twist to your right armpit 3 times. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Inhale, lift high. Last time. Exhale, step through, high lunge. Now we're gonna cross at the wrist. So your left wrist might go in front if you followed me on the first side. Sit deep into your front knee, press your fingers up, lift your chest up to go back strong into your legs. If your legs lose it, your spine will lose its strength. Press into your legs, lift up, go back, lift up, go back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, left forearm down, right arm open. Now when you're getting into your extended side angle, you want to think about turning your right hip bone up as you draw your sit bones back and down. Sit deeper into your front knee, but keep turning your chest up, and notice if you're collapsing into your left shoulder, find space everywhere around your neck. One more breath in. Exhale, right hand down. Lower your back knee down. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, sit lower. Inhale, lengthen high. And exhale, twist right arm past your left thigh. Again, when you're getting into your twist, go ahead and round your body as much as you can. And then once you get your armpit as close to your left thigh as you can, from there, you can use your hands as a little bit of leverage. Ultimately, your hands don't have to be there because you're using your arm and your leg as your leverage. Your core is your stabilizer, and you can turn your chest open. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, tripod, downward facing dog. Plant your hands, lift your back knee. Inhale, left leg up and over. Bend your knees, stack it open. Go to where you left off first. Pause here for a moment. Draw your navel in. Press into your left knee high to the sky. Now try to keep all of that except for the twist in your torso as you come into wild thing. And then you unwind the twist in your torso to open up your chest to the front of the room. One more breath in. Exhale, vinyasa or no vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Full breath in. And then full breath out. Donkey kicks. Walk your hands in. Walk your feet in. Just enough so that way you're in a short downward facing dog. The closer your feet are to your hands, the harder this will become. The further away, if it's too far, that'll also be too hard. There's a nice little sweet spot that's between your kind of like short, normal downward facing dog and a almost too short downward facing dog. Squeeze your inner thighs together, press into your arms. If you find a little bit of hang time, hold there, but don't extend your legs. You're squeezing into a nice tight little ball. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land your feet in between your hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, Utkatasana. Sit back, squeeze your inner thighs. Draw your sit bones together, back and down. Reach your arms up to lift your chest. Now, right arm underneath left arm, eagle in your arms. Keep your legs as they are. Inhale, lift your torso. Exhale, sit lower into your legs. Inhale, lift just your elbows. Exhale, round your spine so that way you're coming into like a cat pose. Touch your knees past your elbows. Inhale, lift your chest from there. Exhale, round your spine, knees past elbows. Or elbows past knees. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round your spine, navel in. Inhale, stand down, lift up. Now keep your arms, lift your elbows, lift your chest, go into a back bend. Slowly come back, unwind your arms, stand tall, close your eyes, press into your legs, lift tall through the crown of your spine, crown of your head. Happy Thursday. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, bend into your knees, bend into your legs. left arm under, right arm over, eagle in your arms. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, sit lower into your legs. Inhale, lift your elbows, lift your fingers. Exhale, round your spine and bring your elbows past your knees. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, squeeze and sit lower. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, squeeze in, sit lower. Now keep your legs as there. Inhale, lift your chest, then straighten your legs. Lift your heart up. Go up, go back, go up, go back, go up, go back. Inhale, come back, unwind. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. And exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as you need to. Inhale, lengthen halfway, long spine. Exhale, step back, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Step your feet together right away. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Bend your knees, stack it open. Stay here, flip it over, or side plank variation of your choice. Press down into your feet, draw your navel in, contract your core. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand down, right knee to your third eye. Inhale, back. Exhale, twist left armpit, cross your body. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. Stay, pause, left armpit, cross. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, step through, warrior one, back heel down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, interlace your hands at your low back. Wrap your shoulder blades together. Focus more on the shoulder opening here. Humble warrior. You can place your right ribs onto your right thigh. Wrap your right sit bone back towards your left inner thigh. Let your head fall, gaze to your back foot, gaze at the ground, so that way you're grounded. And then lift your knuckles up and overhead. Make a note of which thumb is on top right now. Let go of your head. One more breath in. Exhale, hands down to your mat. Supported side plank or side plank variation of your choice. You can come onto the pinky edges of both feet. Press down into the pinky edges of your feet. Lift your hips high to the sky. Open across your chest. Full breath in, maybe gaze up to your right hand. Exhale, square off to your center. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Left heel down. Straighten both legs. Revolve triangle. So wrap your right sit bone back towards your left inner thigh. Left hand down to your mat. Right arm open to the ceiling. Variations, you can take your right hand down onto your sacrum, square off, press down, open up. You can take your right hand back and around, trying to reach towards your right thigh. One more breath in. Exhale, right hand down, standing split, step forward onto your right leg. So right here, we need to learn how to stand into the power of our legs, right? Bring your hands towards center, bend your right knee slightly, lengthen through your spine. Now keep that press into your right leg as you lift your torso parallel to your mat. Inhale, bend your right knee, lower your right ribs to your right thigh. Exhale, press, lift gently. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Now this time, bend your left knee, curl it into your chest, stand up, reach up, lift up, hug your left knee to your chest. Now lift up, go back. Lift up, go back. Stand into your right leg. Lift your left knee up to the ceiling. Slowly come back to center. Left foot down, good job. Shake out your legs, shake out your arms. That one really gets you. Whew. I feel it. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, bend forward, bend your knees as you need to. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, step or float. Move through vinyasa that works for you. Hips go high and back, downward facing dog. Left leg high, right away. Bend your knees, stack it open. Stay here, flip it over. Side plank variation of your choice. Do what you know. Know and understand what you do. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand down, left knee to your third eye. Hug in. Inhale, back. Exhale, twist to your right arm, cross your body. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, left knee, left armpit, stay, don't move. Right armpit touch. Inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, step through, warrior one. Back heel down. What thumb did you have on top on the first side? Now switch it. Lift your chest, and then fold your left ribs just onto your left thigh. Don't worry about going any deeper today. Drop your head, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then focus on the opening into your shoulders here. Breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly unwind. Plant your hands down onto your mat, right hand down, supported side plank. All 10 toes to the left. You do whatever variation you did on the first side. You can come onto the pinky edges of both feet, press down into your feet, lift your hips high. Get a nice release through your outer left hip, open your chest. One more breath in. Exhale, square off through center, hop your back foot into a comfortable distance, pyramid in your legs. The pose is Parivrtta Trikonasana, revolve triangle. Right hand down, left arm open. You do your version of the pose. Your version may look like this. It may look like this. It's all the pose. It's just the version that works best for your body. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand down, square off, standing splits. I like to step my left foot back, just so that way I'm in a good space on my mat. Lift your right heel, bend your left knee just enough to stabilize into your left leg. Lift your chest slightly, bring your fingers to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, straighten your left leg, lift your chest parallel to the floor. Lift your right leg parallel. Inhale, bend your left knee. Have a harder time on this leg. Exhale, press down. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, press down. Inhale, bend your left knee. Lift your right leg. Exhale, press down. Now bend your right knee. Hug your right knee into your chest. Stand tall. Lift up, go back. Lift up, go back. Lift up, go back. Come back through center. Right foot down. Arms down. Again, shake it out. Give it a nice slow release. And go ahead and stand with your feet about max distance apart and just start moving your spine. Whew. So now that we've warmed up a little bit, quite a bit, we want to bring in a little bit more movement, and then we'll really start to fine tune after we get some more movement into there. Good. Come back through to center. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees as you need to. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back to a low lunge, back knee down. Inhale, arms up, reach up, Kapyasana. So you just go up, go back, go up, go back. Don't think about it too much. Inhale, come up. Exhale, plant just your left hand down, right arm open to the ceiling, and then quad stretch. Kind of the other essential things for back bends, you need to have open quads so that way you can open up the front of your body. Hip flexors that are overly tight are going to make back bends a lot more difficult. Core muscles that are overly tight. Come back through to center. Lift your left knee. Spiral your right sit bone back towards your left inner thigh. And then straighten your right leg nice and long. Full breath in, long spine. And exhale, fold. Keep breathing. You'd also be surprised how much like your hips have to do with your back bends. A lot of times we don't think of the hip muscles as making a difference in that. But think about how often your hip muscles are stretched this way. And then in a back bend, we're putting the hip muscles in a much different orientation than they normally would be. And it's not like our hips are just like our glute muscle, glute medius on top, and that's about it. There's so many more muscles underneath the layers. And they also run to the side, to the top, along, front and out. So just thinking about our back and our back bends doesn't get everything that goes with it. Shoulders and hips. One more breath in. Exhale, fold. Figure 4 downward facing dog. Press into your hands. You know this one with me. Flex your toes back. Wrap your right inner thigh back. Lift your sit bones up to the ceiling. Now draw your navel in. Close your front ribs together. Inhale, come forward. High plank with your figure 4. Left hand down, side plank with your figure 4. And then point your right knee up to the ceiling. You can take this into a back bend here. That's what I usually like to do. Your right foot can catch you anytime that you fall. Lift up, press down, lift up. Exhale, vinyasa or no vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Hips go high and back. One more breath in. On your exhale, just shorten your stance. Bend your knees. Inhale, float forward. Lengthen halfway. Float, float. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Go up, go back. Go up, go back. Go up, go back. Exhale, come back up through center. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, right foot back, low lunge. Kapyasana, back foot all the way down. Press into your back leg. I swear that'll make a huge difference for you. Lift up, go back. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, right arm down, left hand up, and then stay here or quad stretch. The closer you get your foot toward your sit bone, then you're getting deeper into your quadricep muscles. The more you sit forward and your heel comes away from your sit bone, the more you're working into your hip flexor area. Slowly unwind. Pyramid variation with your back heel lifted. Straighten your legs. Square your hips. Now already right here, if your hips are tight, it's going to be more difficult for you to wrap your sit bone back. You can even try to go a little bit too far, see how that feels. Notice where your edge is here. The other thing to note here is if you are rounding down into your spine, try to get nice and long. That's where you're going to be able to access your core. And then if you are rounding down, draw your navel in, but stick your sit bones back. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath in. Exhale. Downward dog, figure 4. Figure 4 into your legs, downward dog into your torso. Wrap your left sit bone up and back and your left inner thigh away from your left ribs. Inhale, come forward, high plank with your figure 4. Right hand down, side plank. Lift your hips in. Press into your legs. Ooh. Open up, 1 more breath in. Exhale, vinyasa or no vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Little breather here, little wipe of sweat, little tiny sip of water if you need it. We're gonna go into some belly down back bend, so if you need to adjust your mat situation in any way, go ahead and take that time. Coming to lay down onto your belly. Go ahead and gaze over toward the right and place your left ear down onto your mat. You want your arms to go back by your side, relax your elbows, and then touch your big toes together but let your heels fall out. And this right here is your rest, your neutral Shavasana in between your back bends. You know this from the Vinyasa series. Bikram, any other yoga classes where you've probably done belly down back bends. Fun things. Come back through to center. Squeeze your inner thighs, place the tops of your feet down onto your mat, click your pinky toes down, and then shoot your big toes straight back. Get strong into your legs, lift your kneecaps up off of the ground. Place the tops of your hands down, thumbs out, wrap your shoulder blades together. Your shoulders should not be touching the floor anymore. Inhale, lift your chest up. Crawl your fingertips back towards your toes so that way you lift up higher. Good, now send your big toes straight out. Click your pinky toenails down. Squeeze your inner thighs. Squeeze so much that your feet lift up, your thighs start to lift up. Now lift the tops of your hands off of the ground. Reach the tops of your hands up and back. Bend your knees. Catch hold of your feet. Dhanurasana. Now place your thighs back down. Kick your shins straight back. Bow variation. I like this variation to start because it really helps to open up the chest. Squeeze the arches of your feet together, maybe even bring the backs of your hands to touch. One more breath in, kick your shins back. Exhale, lower it down. Go to your rest with your right ear down. Round 2, we set up just like we did before. Legs first, nice and strong, kneecaps up, palms down, shoulder blades back. Inhale, lift your chest first. Do it one motion at a time so that way you really bring awareness to your legs. Pinky toes down, big toes back, squeeze your inner thighs, lift your feet. Now, try to keep your feet together as you bend them. Reach back, catch hold, and this time kick your thighs up. Kick your thighs high, gaze up, lift up, slowly come down, left ear down, resting just a moment. Come back through to center. My favorite belly down back bend is Makrasana. Crocodile, I believe. You interlace your hands together. Now you may want to watch me this first time if this pose is new for your practice. So we're going to bring head down, hands interlaced, legs nice and strong just like we did before, pinky toenails down, big toes back. Walk your elbows in so that way your head lifts up, and I even like to walk them back just a smidge. Think about your armpits drawing back, your shoulder blades drawing together. You press your head into your hands, lift your elbows forward. Press into your legs, squeeze your shoulder blades together, open your elbows wide. Counterintuitive, press your hands into your head, press your head back against your hands more, press into your legs, lift up. One more breath in, and then exhale, lower. Okay, now we do it together, or you get a second round. How fun is that? Notice how much my glutes even start to engage when I'm doing my back bend. The whole back chain of my body has to be engaged in order to do a back bend, and that applies for most all back bends. Set up your legs, set up your head, interlace your hands behind your head, walk your elbows in, press into your legs more, lift your elbows up and forward. Press into your legs more, lift your chest. Now squeeze your shoulder blades together more, elbows out, press your hands into your head against your hands, lift up, press down, squeeze your glutes gently, exhale, lower down, right ear down to your mat, arms down by your side, relax your legs, relax your arms. You can press back to child's pose. Give yourself a quick breather and regroup. I want to talk a few things about getting deeper into your backbend practice and show you just a few like minute changes, minute details to pay attention to. Especially for wheel, if your arms, your mobility into your arms is going to hinder you the most, if you can turn your palms face up and then reach your arms up, keeping your palms facing back behind you, if you find that your arms get stuck in any sort of situation, then that means that that is going to be where the floor is for you. So imagine putting your feet behind you to reach the ceiling back there. That's what you're doing to yourself in wheel. So there are a couple of ways that you can practice the mechanics of wheel without going all the way up and compromising your shoulder mobility too. We all know bridge, right? Legs down, hips high, shoulders back, pressing into your legs. This is already your back bend. Now you'll press down into your hands and lift onto the crown of your head. You pause there. Press into your feet and lift your hips higher. Now pause there. Walk your hands in, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Press into your feet, lift higher. This is wheel. Nothing changes in my spine when I straighten my arms, except for when I press into my legs and my shoulder mobility is able to bring me forward. So I highly suggest that if your shoulder mobility is compromised and that's what's keeping you from getting into full wheel, stay here on the crown of your head, press into your legs, find the power into your legs, and then you can start to play around with straightening your arms. Once you press into your legs more shoulder mobility, that's when you can get more into a full wheel. When you're straightening your legs into your wheel, that's when you know that you can walk yourself in. You want to walk yourself back out before you come down. Once you're done with your back bend, if you bring your knees to your chest right away and your spine is not strong enough for motion, it's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be comfortable tonight, tomorrow, and the next time that you do back bends. So I highly suggest don't hug your knees into your chest right away. Plant your feet and get your core really tight. So the deepest layer of your core draws in. Right there, your low back, your entire spine should be flat along the ground. It doesn't matter, if I extend my legs. It doesn't matter if I have my feet up. It doesn't matter if I have my knees in. My low back, my entire spine is flat on the ground when the deepest layer of my core is engaged. So rather than hugging in really tight and getting this nice release that's temporary and really more, not necessarily, I don't want to say harmful, but it's more likely to give you discomfort later on. Draw your navel in, press into your feet, and think about lifting your sit bones gently up off of the ground, but your glutes stay down. And that's going to give you the contraction, the strength that you need in order to go back up comfortably, in order to stay up comfortably, and then in order to come back down. Now there are situations in the future where your spine will go from back bend to forward bend, back bend to forward bend quite easily. Kind of like TikToks over and over, from forearm stand, from handstand, wheel to standing up to forward fold. I mean, all of that is. So it's not to say that it's wrong, and it's not to say that it is not okay when you're strong enough and when your spine is ready for it. But wait until your spine is strong enough and ready for it, and practice these other foundational and seriously crucial aspects of your practice. In my own back bend practice, I make sure that I do more movements like what we just did today than anything else. I hope that this helps you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your practice. Use this time to explore a couple of different backbends. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them my way. And I hope you have a wonderful, blessed rest of your day. As always, with the deep and gracious heart from mine to yours, I say Loka Samasta Suki no Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere in the world be free and happy. Have a good one, y'all.